Right. Y'all see what I put in there? The dude that was downstairs playing with the dildo.
Oh shit, I'm at home. Hot dog.
That shit was funny. Hey, he was down there. Yeah, he was trying to take a penis picture. Yeah, but he had a dildo in his pocket or whatever. And his girlfriend came in and caught him. Boy, that shit was funny as fuck. Boy, he rolled over so quick. I was in tears, bro. Right. She was like, I didn't see that little thing. What she was I didn't see that. Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Get the ball. 51. 6-6. Pull it high.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And
Ha!
inside the 35.
Son of a bitch. Ha ha ha. That's what you get. I ain't no joke, bitch.
Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mariota, flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Lewis here on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Falcons grab it. And the return is
I don't play that shit, fuck boy. That's what you get. Playing with me,
Let's be frank,
nigga.
you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going
Nigga.
on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Quit playing me like a sucker, boy.
And dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm trying to collect.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jim. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Told you, quit playing with me.
Julio
I told
Jones.
you.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Kung Fu this stream up, dude.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
They keep telling. Oh. Damn gadget, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 39, Ryan looking. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now.
I do not play that shit, boy.
Passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to.
I hope they got injuries on.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis.
He got out of there.
Gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
59, we got to get the ball. Can you get the ball?
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even
What
without
you
a ton of
gonna
pressure
do?
in his face, it just
What you
shows how
gonna do?
difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
Damn.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mariota throwing complete.
Come on, y'all, hit this nigga, man.
Down inside the
hit the nigga.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Y'all better hit this bitch. This nigga sorry. Hit this nigga. We gonna kill
We'll
this
remind you that
bitch
coming up
today.
at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To the air again, Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position.
And
Good
into
play,
the end
dude.
zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
21. 20.
Ryan. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch twitch. Watch 39. Check 3. Wait. Check. Crunch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. This is Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's able to
I can't hit that nigga like I want.
He's taken down.
You gotta hit that bitch.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get hit.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 11 yards there, first down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Check.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10 for touchdown.
That's what you get for playing with me, boy.
Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Yeah, right.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Bryant tacks on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mariota going to give to Lewis. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what
Damn, I missed
yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
I need to get in front of this nigga.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 1st down throw for Mariota.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Y'all just got older.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
That mean it's T2B.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready, back 25. Check 55.
Freeman again. Oh, able to avoid him. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 27-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Down to the 25. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike 25! Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st down. It's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mariota now. Oh, he got
Dang,
possession
Ryan
on
jumped
him,
for
and he
that.
pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
First down, Titans.
Mariota now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mariota going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boo.
Dion Lewis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. From the gun, Mariota buying time to his left. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I can't find my play.
Ready. Back 25. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Get up.
Bryant going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed.
Huh? I ain't doing like I wanted to, dog. I can't get the hit stick